Hi everybody and welcome to Open House. My name is Allison Reynolds and I will be your student's geometry teacher this year. Now while this year may look very different, I'm very excited for the opportunities that we have, and with that I want to show you some of the things that we're doing in class. A little bit about myself. In 2003 I got my Bachelor's of Science in Mathematics from Ohio State, then went and got my Master's in Education from OSU, and then taught down in Sarasota, Florida for a couple years in the middle school. And in 2006, decided I wanted to come back to family and football weather and moved to Ohio. I was fortunate to get a job here at BBHHS. And then in 2018, I moved to Brecksville with my family. Here are some geometry topics for the year. Something that might jump out at you is this one right here. Proofs. Yes, we do proofs. But we don't do necessarily the long, challenging two-column proofs. That has sort of gone by the wayside a little bit in geometry. So we do some more with flowcharts and trying to write them more as sentences and explain our thinking. But we do some of the two columns. You will see that toward later in the year. Awesome. Some important websites. Your students have Google Classroom. There they can go to get the calendar of assignments. For you as a parent, you'll want to go to my website to see the calendar of assignments. Now, A through L is red, and M through Z is gold. If you've chosen to switch days for whatever reason, please make sure you pay attention then to the colors and not necessarily the last names. But the website, if you go click on Geometry, you will see the assignments that are listed there. And this is actually how your students will also see them. So this is M through Z over here. This is A through L over here. I'm going to go ahead and click on A through L just so that it's up. And you'll see here, I do have a little note to the students. If you print the current week, then you can easily keep track of your completed assignments by crossing them off. So that's something that's optional. They certainly don't have to print off the week, or write them down would be another option. I will say, as the weeks go on, we'll be adding to this document, so they don't want to just hit print. They would definitely want to just print the current page, which is why we said current week here. Okay. But there's the assignments. They'll be able to click. It'll take them right to Edge Elastic, or it'll go right to Khan Academy, and I'll explain what some of those things are here. So one of the things we'll be using is Edpuzzle, which is different than Edge Elastic. I know all these names can get confusing, which is why it's helpful to have the links right there on that page. Edpuzzle is where instructional videos can be uploaded and we can embed questions throughout the video. Those videos are going to often be made by BBHHS teachers, so your students should actually have already done a couple at this point for Open House. And it's our way of assessing student understanding, and then we can go back, take a look at how they did, and then decide if we need to reteach some of the topics in class. Khan Academy is a great resource. The students can do exercises, they get feedback. If they need help, there are little tutorial videos embedded in there. And the students can redo each one of those until they have 100%. So if you see an assignment in Progress Book that says Khan, they definitely should have 4 out of 4 or 5 out of 5, however it's graded, because they can continue to go back and redo them as many times as they need to until they get that 100%.